LeetCode question 2 sum. So we are given an array of integers that's called nums, and we are given an integer target. We need to return the indices of two numbers such that they add up to get the target. Now it says we may assume that each input would have exactly one solution and we cannot use the same element twice. So let me see. So we have got 2 followed by 7, 11 and then 15, and my target over here is 9. So we need to find, are there any two numbers which sum up to give 9? So directly we can see that 2 plus 7 over here would give me 9, which would be equal to target, the desired value. So this is possible in our case. So we need to return the indices. So as we can see, we need to return 0, 1 over here. So the approach would be, let us take an iterator. Let we have I that starts from 0 and goes up to 3. So what we do is, and we also create a map which has a name mp, which stores key value pair. The key is the element and the value would be the index. So over here, let me show you. We have got I is equal to 0. When we are at I is equal to 0, we have the element which is 2. Now my target is 9. So what remaining is, the remainder is 9 minus 2, which is 7. So we check whether this 7 is present in our map. So as of now, it is not present. So what we do is we go ahead and insert the value that we have already seen. So we do that insert in the map, that is mp of the element, and we put the index. So over here this becomes 2 and this occurs at index number 0. Now my I is 1, so my element would be 7. So my remainder, that would be 9 minus 7, that turns out to be 2. So we go ahead and check in map, is it available? Yes, since this is available, we return the index. So we return the index, so this will be 0, 1. So in this we were able to find it very early. Let us take another example. Now let us see. So my nums being 2, 7, 8, 5, 1 and my target is 6. So we have a map that stores the key value pair. The key is the element and the value is the index. So we start with I is equal to 0. So my element is 2. So my remainder that we need to search in our map is target minus element, which turns out to be 6 minus 2, which is 4. So we go ahead and check whether this is present in the map or not. So this is not present. So what we do is we insert this element. So this is 2, it occurs at index number 0. So these are the indices 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we move the iterator. I is equal to 1 and my element is 7. So my remainder is 6 minus 7, that turns out to be minus 1. I go and check if minus 1 is present. This is not present. So what we do, since we have already seen 7, we insert 7 at index number 1. Now my I is 2 and my element is 8. So remainder will be the target minus the element which we saw. So this turns out to be minus 2. So we go and check, is minus 2 present? We see it is not present. So what we do, since we have seen 8, we insert 8 and the index corresponding to this is 2. Okay. Now my next I is 3. So at index number 3 we have element is equal to 5. So my remainder is 6 minus 5, which is 1. We go and check, is 1 present? Since it is not present, we go and insert the element 5. So 5, and this is present at index 3. Now we go ahead further. So I is 4 and my element is 1. So my remainder will be 6 minus 1, which is 5. We go and check whether 5 is present. So yes, 5 is present over here. So we return from here. So we return the index. So index, this will be 4 followed by the index of the remaining. So this is 3. So this is 3. So this will be my solution. Now I'll code in Rust. So solving this, my first step would be to create a map. So we do let mutable map. So this is a hash map and it stores integer of 32 and another integer of 32. So this is hash map. So since we have used hash map over here, we will use standard collections followed by hash map. Okay, so our first step was to create a hash map. Now let n is the length of the nums array. Okay, so we iterate. So we have I that goes from 0 up till index number n minus 1. So over here n is not included. So first we calculate the remainder. The remainder is basically target minus the element that is present at the ith index. Now we check if we are able to find some index where this is present, that is mp.get, we give the remainder. So if this condition is true, we directly return a vector from here. So we have idx, that is the index at which we found the remainder. So we do it as 32, and then the current iterator. So if we are not able to find it, what we do is we insert it in the map. So we insert the nums, the element that is nums of I, and the iterator as i32. Okay, in every case we'll be able to successfully return. However, when we go out of this, we should simply say we return an empty vector. So now let me go ahead and submit. So yes.